morning. This is Thursday, September the 16th, 2021. Start to the last half of September. First half went pretty quickly. Seems like all the days go quickly. And when I was working, they used to go very slowly, but now they just fly by. Come here! Come here! Woo! Woo! Come on! There's a calf out in the road. I think it might belong to the neighbors. Here, cow. Steer. Come here. Come on. Come on here.
Oh, the cowgirl wants to say something.
Well, I thought you might want to know what happened to that calf that was in the road. So I followed it up the road so I could, because a car and a truck had gone by and I'm afraid it might get hit. So I was following it up the road to try to, it was going back toward its owners. And I was following it to flag down any traffic so that it wouldn't hit it. It kind of went off the road a little bit back to a field, and I was hoping it'd stay there, but it didn't. It came back out in the road. So then I herded it on up the road some more till it got up to where it belonged, and it went down the lane. And I flagged down another car, and the lady went down the lane ahead of, before I got up there with the calf, and told the lady that we were bringing the calf. And so she came out with the four-wheeler and got the calf behind it and herded it back to the house. And she wanted to know if there's any more with calves that was out, and I told her that was the only one I'd seen. So the calf got home safely. And that's that. I'm in the process of making Larry's birthday cake. It's going to be one of those Jell-O poke cakes. I got layers made this afternoon. It started raining about 1 o'clock today, and it's rained lightly, and it's rained hard. Now it's lightly again. I was glad I got the yard mowed before it started. I thought I'd check the rain gauge. It's still raining just a little fine mist, but looks like so far today they got just shy of 2 inches. But if it keeps on raining this evening, we'll probably have more than that. I baked a white cake out of a box mix today for Larry's birthday tomorrow. So I've got my Jell-O hot liquid. I'm going to pour it on the cake. Try to get it in the holes, but don't always want to go. It's about half. The other half over here. That's all of it. So now I'll just put it in the refrigerator overnight and then put the Cool Whip on tomorrow. I'm just freezing buttermilk here on Larry's birthday.
And she's making some homemade biscuits for my birthday this morning. I like homemade biscuits and jelly. And she freezes the buttermilk.
It's up in a bag. This is the real thing too. I didn't buy the generic. This is Cool Whip. Now it's yours, I think.
Well, I'm sorry, Matt and David. Your favorite cake turned into mine. I guess I'm afraid I'm going to have to eat most of it. I might give a little piece to Laura, and that'll be it.
We're having Larry's birthday lunch. We got a salad and stromboli. I got the same thing. We picked it up in town at Castillo's and brought it home. And some good bread. There. It's 76 plus 1, so it's 77. This Larry's, Walmart was out of another 7, so I had to make do. So it's 76 plus 1, 77 birthday. And he's going to blow out the candles.
Maybe.
Yeah, you get it. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Now let's cut the cake. There's the piece cut. The jello went down pretty good through it, pretty even. It's 8:35 and I'm here at Betty's, and her yard needs mowing again. It's a little wet, but I'll do it anyway because it's going to be too hot later. It's 10 o'clock and the yard's all mowed, kind of like a hayfield. Those new uplift mower blades I got are just hard. They want to pick up all the dirt. But it's all we could get at the time. Betty let me mow her front yard too. It was getting pretty high. And it's all done. I was just thinking I never did show you the freezer Betty got, so it's right here temporarily. She's going to have it under the counter when she gets her peninsula built. But it's right there for now. Can I open it? And it's just got, you just pull on here. And it's got 3 shelves and room in the door. So she has more space. Go shopping. We're having a family get-together today in honor of my nephew Aaron, passed away too young 3 years ago. So I've got this lemon pudding trifle I'm taking. And I also have this big pot of pork and beans. It's going to be a potluck. We're all here. There's the food.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to look, but there's no chairs on.
We're here at the church.
Oh, there's chairs. Well,
actually what we could do is move that chair there and just bring that table over.
Well,
This is the food that we had. There's grapes and tuna salad. That's macaroni and cheese. Broccoli salad. Hawaiian rolls. And ham to go on the rolls with mustard and cheese. There's the baked beans. And there's more grapes. And a cake that says in remembrance Aaron. And then this is my my lemon pudding. We're arranging the tables. Okay, we changed the table so we could all see each other.
That's strange because I'm not allowed to take an Apple Watch with me.
and that's more updated than his phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing is, the only phones that are on there.
Good morning. This is Wednesday the 22nd, and you can see the moon is still up. It's about 7:15, 7:30. We're going to be getting ready today to go back to North Carolina tomorrow. This is Thursday the 23rd at 7:10 in the morning and 64 degrees. And we're ready to leave. The sun's almost ready to come up. We're here at Burger King getting breakfast.
$6.
All right. All right, thank you.
There's cotton over there in the fields. They stopped so Larry could walk around a little bit. There's the trailer. They'll put the golf cart on at Betty's. There's all the coolers. Those are the coolers that belong to the farm that bought the meat. And then our just stuff out of the refrigerator. We're getting to the pretty part of the trip. All the mountains. Larry just took over driving because he's going to do the twisty road with the trailer on the back where it's not very wide. Fire danger today is low, according to Smokey Bear. We returned the coolers that we got the meat in. They sell sheep too, as well as, well, lamb meat. Hey, we're here. We made it to Land Harbor. Oh, it looks like they got mums out for fall now.
Yeah.
It's a pretty day. 59 degrees, 2 o'clock. There, Larry's going into the police station here at Land Harbor. Find out where they want us to park the trailer. Police let us park the trailer right here across from where that's their building right there, so we're right over here. There's where I'll be for stretch exercise on Tuesday. It's 9 o'clock on Friday morning and the temperature is 46 degrees. And sunny and pretty. The fern is loving this cool weather.
What you doing?
Oh, I am canning pears. I got 4 pints in there. Now I'm doing jelly jars. I canned pears yesterday. We brought a bucket of pears up from South Carolina with us. So I've got 6 half pints of pear sauce and 6 half pints of quartered pears and 4 pints of quartered pears. So that's what we did yesterday, is canned pears. Nice to have it all done. And they all sealed. We made it just in time. It's time for church to start. Oh, Larry's waving. Bye. Bye. He's going down to see his friends at Shuffleboard. He don't know if he's going to be up to playing or not, but he wanted to go. We went to Food Lion and got groceries. I got a few things. It's another beautiful morning here in the high country. This is the 28th of September. I put up my fall decorations. I went down to stretch exercise this morning. It was nice to be back there, get a little exercise. So, got a little pumpkin there hanging. Got leaves around the door. And the corn shocks that we got this last trip we were up, they dried and I put them up right here on the post. And got a little scarecrow down there in my flower. And that's it, except for what's inside. I got a little pumpkin. And I got a little scarecrow sitting there on the buffet. We stopped here at Riverdale Nursery. And I went over to the 4th greenhouse and got 2 hostas. Our garden up here is done. We dug up 3 of the pepper plants to take home to have in the greenhouse. And we pulled up all the tomatoes and threw them over the hill. And the squash are blooming, so we're going to leave those another week and see if we can get 1 or 2 more squash, but it's probably too cold. There's a fire bush there. It's cold enough that it's turned red. We're here at McDonald's getting some sandwiches for lunch. There's some ducks here on the river. This is where we usually stop to eat, and they're usually not up here. I already know if they were mallards or wood ducks or what they were. Water's down a lot from when we were here before. Oh, there's one couple back in there. Probably like to have a French fry, but we don't have any. Water here's gone down a whole lot. They cleaned all the brush away from the gazebo. They go up the rocks. Larry's patiently waiting on me. There's a lot of pretty goldenrod.
What are you doing?
Eating the steps. But first I have to... Oh! First I have to scrape all the old paint off. That's what takes so long.
All the way down there.
I still got 4 more steps to go.
Long way down.
These boards just don't dry out and the paint don't stick very good.
Okay.
I'm off to Bella's. The exercise ladies and I are eating lunch there today.
There she goes. Off to an Italian restaurant with the exercise ladies. I gotta sit home and eat leftover chili.
Don't feel too sorry for Larry because I brought him home a lasagna meal too.
No, that is.
Got the golf cart loaded onto the trailer. We got the tire chained on, and we got the roof strapped down both directions, and we got it tied front and back. So when we're ready to go home, it'll probably ride on there okay. At least that's what we're hoping. This is Betty's golf cart. This is one of the hostas I got at the nursery the other day. Got them planted yesterday. That one, I broke one leaf there, but it's going to be time to frost soon. I like that because it's got light in it, white. This is the other one, and this one. This one and this one were in the same pot, and I was able to cut them apart so I'd have 2. So these should be pretty next year. Hopefully they'll grow a little bit before winter gets here. And my others are all up through there, so eventually I'll have hostas all over here is my plan. That's the biggest one. Now it's time to climb back under the camper and hook up a drain line to the kitchen sink. So that's the next thing to do. Well, I'm back under here. I can tell I should have brought a flashlight with me. But one's hooked up, I just got to hook up the other one. Well, I got it hooked up. Hopefully it'll stay on there long enough to drain the sink. I just can't see anything. Here's the pretty maple tree that I can see through from my bedroom. The leaves are starting to change now. These are some of the first ones. When I went to Time Castle yesterday, a few of the leaves over there were changing. It's a pretty maple. I asked Larry to tell me a little bit for the camera about his life on the plantation when he was managing it, what he saw and what he did. So he's going to tell just a little bit this morning.
The last job that I had, I managed an 850-acre plantation, and it was a hunting plantation, and on the 180 acres we had 3 rice fields. One consists of 100 acres, another 50, and another 30 acres, which gives 180 acres of rice fields for ducks. And my job on the plantation was to make sure that when the guests came down that everything was manicured, everything, grass was cut, and we had probably around 30 acres of fields that we planted corn and sorghum and different things for the wildlife. So certain times of the year the golfers would come down, and the company owned this plantation and I lived on it and managed it for 18 years. Part of the year the golfers would come down, and they'd come in on Friday and leave Sunday morning and go play golf and stay at the plantation on the weekends at night. Then the other parts of the year during hunting season, instead of playing golf, the hunters that wanted to come in to go deer hunting, turkey hunting, and we had a lot of duck hunting. And in these rice fields, my job was to manage the rice fields so that we have duck feed. If we didn't manage the rice fields in the correct way, the ducks would not come in to the fields to eat. And most of the time we tried to, it was brackish water, and we tried to manage dwarf spike rush and widgeon grass, which the wild ducks really liked. I'm gonna give a few experiences that I've had on the plantation with wildlife and different things going on. And most of the time we would have 40 to 50 people coming on the plantation every month except July and August, which it was too hot to stay there. That's all for now. I'll give an experience that I've had on the next one.
When I was in town today getting my hair cut, I got the antifreeze for the camper so we can winterize it. I think the sun is down, so it's time to end this video. Just think tomorrow will be October. Good night. God bless.